Hello YouTube, this is Kisa and I'm back here with another video. We are going to talk about Maleah Davis. Woo, it's been about a week since I've talked about her, maybe even longer. It's not much been going on. They haven't been telling us much, but I know a little bit now. You probably do too. Where should I begin? I have some more videos about the case. Hopefully you know a little bit about the case. Little girl missing in Dallas from the hands of her stepfather and her mom. I think her mom too. I'm gonna put her in there. And yeah, she's missing, and they say that they found some remainders of her DNA in their apartment, and so they believe she is deceased. But Cornell, Brittany, the mom's confident. He wasn't a lawyer to her, but he basically was her handler. I don't know. Was he? What do you call him? He's not a lawyer, and he was helping her with the case. Well, anyway, he's not helping her anymore. No. He said he's done. Not going to help her anymore. He's done. He's finished. I don't know if she fired him or if he just decided, not going to be part of the shenanigans. I think he got the information. He got it out of her. He did. He got a lot. He exposed her a long time ago and said what it was. The handwriting was on the wall. He put it out there. And basically, pretty much from the beginning, the pictures of him showing to his friends, a boyfriend of his, or I don't know, some guy friend, a picture of his penis. And she left her daughter there after showing the pictures, and Cornell, is it Cornell? I think it's Cornell. He said that from the very get-go that's what she did, and that he possibly snapped. He snapped from the pictures. So, and she exposed him to make it seem like she was probably going to leave him, and she was going to maybe expose him for being gay. Now, I've already talked about that. And Cornell X had said that he believes that he's been watching her, and he thought maybe she would say something bad about Darion. He thought that she would say something bad. She has not said anything negative about this guy, and he's been watching her. He's been watching her, kind of like, you're not gonna say anything bad about him after all this. He even watched her when they told her about the body, and that there's some DNA, deceased DNA in the house, in the apartment, and she didn't even have he said she never even she didn't flip on it. She didn't trip. Like, you know how you would be like, that motherfucker, no reaction. He's watching her. Now, didn't I say this a long time ago? I think it was my first video. It might have been my second video, where she said that she had nothing to say to them, to Darion. She had nothing to say to him, and everybody was like, well, the reporter said, if you was to talk to him, what would you ask him, or what would you say to him? She said, I ain't got nothing to say to him. And so now Cornell's like, she just has nothing to say bad about him. She has nothing to say about him. Nothing. After all we've seen, no, he's been watching her, and I watched her from the get-go. I think we all watched her from the get-go. And her reaction of everything is just like, She cry when you see her. She's crying only when you see her in large groups, like, you know, oh, this is the time where I cry, and then she'll cry. Never really see tears. I imagine she is hurt, probably hurt because of what the situation she's in right now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this lady, but yeah, he's been watching her and he's been peeping her, and he's like, something ain't right about this lady. Well, he already knew someone right and that she made some bad decisions, but he's like, Nah, it's more than bad decisions for her. She is gross, and he don't want to be part of it no more. And I don't blame him. He getting out of it. If she gets anything out of it, I think he's gonna come for it, whatever she get. I don't know if he's a lawyer. I don't even know how that works. Does he charge her for what he's doing? Is it a service? Is it a service for the community, or I don't know how that works. But anyway, they said that he will find the information. And I think what he did, what I said from the beginning, I said she should do this to Darion. She should be really close to him, become a confidant, and then find out some information. Well, that's what Cornell X has done to Brittany. He finessed her. He figured out what's going on, how she ticked and everything. He got in there real good. And now he like, this would be a good time to back away from her. So he's backing away from her. He knows she's guilty. He's known she's guilty from the get-go, because she has confided in him and let him know what the real is. And he's been letting it out. He let a little bit out right in front of everybody. And then now I see her on Facebook. Well, I don't see her, but I hear her voice in the background. We all know that's her. And she's on there talking about, oh, he lied. But you sat there and watched him lie. You sat there the whole time. You never said, no, that's not what I'm saying. You let everybody speak for you, because you just can't talk. You and Maleah's father, neither one of you guys can speak out for this little girl. You guys are afraid. If you speak out, oh my God, if you open up your mouth, you're afraid all the skeletons are just going to come right on out. You guys will not talk to nobody. But then when the bad stuff happens and you get yourself in the corner, then you're like, oh man, he lied, or they lying. Why don't you talk? You had plenty of time to talk and you never did. No, sis, you never did. You sat there and let that man say all these things, and now you turn around and say, oh, he lied. That wasn't true. You standing right there. We could see you. All you could do was go. That's all you could do. And you were sitting right there when he said all those things that he did. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of it, because I'm going to find the truth. And she said that he's been blessing her and he was taking her out of school. And all you could do was go. And then now, after a month later, he lied. Cornell lied. You never said that, even though you were standing there when he said it. Girl, when you told that interview guy that you had no words for him, I knew right then. I said, you got nothing to say to him? Well, turns out that she has been talking to him. She's been talking to him. And there, you know what? Another thing I don't understand, the interview with Cornell, when he said that he's done with the case. He's talking to this reporter, and he says he's done with the case, and he's tried to figure out what shakes this lady. Like, how come this lady she ain't never going to speak up for her child, and she's never going to say nothing bad about Darion, nothing ever. The reporter was asking him questions and stuff, and he said, I lost my train of thought. He said, he was asking her questions like, you're never going. He's frustrated with her because she won't say nothing. Okay. The hour before she goes to see about her father's funeral, she has a fight with Darion, right? And the hour, to get back to that, he texted her within an hour. Okay? So, you mean to tell me that's what Cornell X said, K. He said that he tried to get a hold of her. Go look at the interview again. He tried to get a hold of her within an hour after she left. Now, I don't know if she left on the airplane or what, but an hour. So basically, they got in an argument. She not talking. She not answering the phone. And she just like, I'm not dealing with him. I'm going to go see about my dad. So he's texting. Finally, he texts and says, emergency. This happened an hour. He said an hour. I don't know if it's an hour of she being on the plane or an hour from her leaving and them talking on the phone between the airplane. But an hour, just 1 hour. Emergency, please call back. That's when he said emergency, something happened that quick. It had to happen right after she left. Okay? That's what Cornell said. Cornell in that interview, he said an hour. I'm gonna have to get that interview and I'm gonna have to put it somewhere because y'all need to see this. He said an hour. Okay? The hour. Now, you mean to tell me he puts emergency and you get all the way to the funeral? You spend how long did she stay there? 3 days? They said she left early. And the whole time, from the hour from when he said emergency, get back with me, she did the funeral, she did whatever, or she went to go see the family, and then she came back home. Now, did he hurt her and he just didn't know what to do? And then just didn't call the ambulance? I know he did something to her, but something happened that quick. And see, what I'm trying to say is they might have been able to save this little girl, but the mother wouldn't pick up the phone. She wouldn't get back with him. And she might feel guilty because of that one thing. She didn't get to her fast enough. She probably could have done something. Maybe it would, and he just panicked, and then he, decided, oh well, at this point I might as well just finish her and just take care of it. But I think there might have been a point where she could have turned around, had a phone call, something, and said, okay, we take her to the hospital. He didn't want to do that. She's in the plane or she's on her way. I don't know. But an hour is an hour. I didn't say a day. He didn't say a day. He tried to contact her a day and said, hey, there's an emergency. Get back with me. He said 1 hour. I need him to tell me where that hour, because that hour means an hour is an hour. An hour up in the sky, or an hour from going to the airport and to the airplane. Like what is an hour? Not 1 day, not 2 days. He texted her within an hour and said, I need you to call me back. It's an emergency. And she took it as, I ain't talking to that nigga. I ain't talking to him. Fuck that nigga. I ain't talking to him. I know that's what she was thinking. I ain't talking to him. He did this and he did that and da-da-da-da-da. And he said emergency. He was worried about something. He was worried about something and didn't know what to do. Do I take her to the hospital? No, I don't want to do that because mom's not here. I'm all by myself with her. I don't know what to do. And she could have made a move. He might have even said, your daughter's hurting. And she was probably like, I don't care. Yeah, there was an hour or something. And she didn't get back till days later. And the little girl is hurting in days and you're dealing with an idiot, he could just be like, I need to get her out of her pain. Girl could have been moaning for hours, days, from something that he had done to her. And he just panicked and probably just said, you know what? Because, to do what he did in the apartment, he had to be in a state of like, And then he was like, she won't get back with me. Tell me what to do. I mean, they both been abusing her, and he probably abused her, and she took one too many hits. And you know, something as simple as pump her in the head, and he didn't realize it was that bad. But there was an hour, and she'd have called him back. And I think that's why she's so guilty, because she really feels like she should have called him back. He said emergency. And she said that she need a lawyer. And he said, well, why you need a lawyer? You know, you're innocent. You don't need no lawyer. Like, what she need? Like a criminal lawyer? I don't know the terms. But she need a lawyer that's going to be able to defend her, because she knows she involved. And according to X was like, no, we don't need to do all that. You know, because he did it, not you. And she's like, no, I'm going to need a lawyer. That hour. Catch that. Yeah, he said an hour. Not a day. He said emergency within an hour. And I don't know if that hour is from when she got home, in wherever she went to see her father's funeral, or an hour up in the sky, or an hour from her driving to the airport. But an hour is an hour. And she had time to do something. And she didn't. And that will be the part that she can't live without. She can't live with that. And he reminded her. He probably let her know. You wouldn't pick up the phone. I know what to do. You know I'm an idiot. You know I can't think. So and then by the time he did talk to her, and there's time where nobody even know where Brittany was, because Brittany was gone up to like in the middle of the night, when her mom was supposed to come pick her up. No, he was supposed to go pick her up, but he didn't pick her up. Their mom, if somebody don't pick you up, you just have somebody else pick you up right away. It's like, who's gonna sit there and, oh, he ain't here yet, but I'm still waiting on him. Mom finally went to go pick her up. So between that time, all that time, she just conveniently ding, 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 ding. Yeah, right. Really? Just la 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 la. Nah, you was doing something. You was covering something up around that time. I believe you were. This is all allegedly, but this is just my opinion. But that hour, sis, you could have done something. You could at least, if you picked up the phone, you could at least talk to him. And then I bet he let you know. I would have took her to the hospital, but you didn't pick up the phone, so I didn't know what to do. You just wouldn't pick up the phone, and I had to notice she wasn't breathing, but I don't know. Or maybe they didn't hurt her. Maybe she just wasn't breathing because she had a seizure or something, and he panicked. Maybe she just had a regular old seizure she had a brain surgery. You always would have to look at a person twice to make sure they're breathing and, everything. And can you see my number, how many fingers I got? Like, brain surgery? She might have had something, and he could have like popped her, or she could have just had just freak. Maybe I don't know. It's all speculation. But something happened within an hour, and he said emergency, and she wouldn't pick up that phone. She didn't care what that emergency thing meant. She read it, and he probably didn't want to say, I think your daughter is sick, not on no text. But he said emergency. That's what's going to save. If he gets out of it, that's what's going to save him. That text that said it was emergency. And they're probably just going to say he's the village idiot. Oh, I didn't know what to do, so I murdered her. Like, I panicked. Yeah, you panicked, all right. Probably could have been a seizure. I don't know what was going on. Or maybe he hurt her. It'd be nice to know that he didn't just physically hurt this child, But he did something, and he definitely panicked. I mean, the way he handled that, cleaning and doing the whole thing in the kitchen and in the bathroom or whatever they said. I don't know. They said some really crazy things out there. If he had done all that, that's a state of panic. That's an idiot that doesn't know what to do. He might have said something to somebody, and they said, "Oh, you got to do," because they're gonna frame you for that. And she mad at you, so she gonna frame you for that. Child. It's crazy. But when he said an hour, I remember, I'm like, okay, think about it. They fought on the way out. Crazy to leave your child with somebody like that after you threaten you going to expose them and all this stuff. But hey, she did that. She doesn't have discernment at all, clearly. Not at all. None. So, yeah, I believe that the little girl had a seizure or something happened, and he said emergency, and she didn't do anything. And plus he was pissed off. But to really be able to pull off that whole thing of grabbing the child, and this is a child that's been around you, like, you would have to be a monster. You would have to be a straight monster to just this is a kid that you're around. Like, he's been around her since she's 1. I think she might have had a seizure or something. It could have been, if he took her to the doctor, they'd have been like, oh, yeah, she had brain surgery, so this is a possibility for her to have a seizure, or this is a possibility that, you know, she might slip into a coma or whatever. But he panicked. And he probably didn't even have to panic. I mean, of course you would panic because you're dealing with somebody else's kids. But he probably just felt like, you know, and if she don't answer the phone, oh well, like, you know, I did my best. Because she don't really hate him. Why you don't hate him, sis? She don't hate that man. I hear that she's trying to get him out of jail. Or she doesn't want him to have to do as much time. Like, he's covering her. She probably feels that way. She feels, in my gut, I feel like she feels shame. She's dealing with some kind of guilt. And I think the guilt is in that hour that she wouldn't pick up that phone. And she don't, to this day, she probably don't even, neither one of them probably know that the little girl could have had chance of having a seizure or having some kind of, I don't know, some kind of problem that they didn't know that would happen. She had brain surgery? But they think, oh, they're gonna pin this on us. I don't know. Just my theory. And anyway, so he said that he's done with it. Because he looking at her like, how come you just so calm? The only time she's not calm is when she's with her friends she was on Facebook. Oh, forgot about the Facebook thing. She was on Facebook with her friends, and you can hear her in the background, and she's like, I don't know, just calm, cool, you know. Her friends are laughing. They're having a good time, actually, laughing and joking around. And she's in the background. She's like, I don't want to get on camera, because she you know the reason why she don't want to get on camera is because everybody keep telling her she's fat, and they're dogging her out. She's like, I don't want to go on camera. She doesn't want to talk, and she don't really want to go on camera. She only goes when she really has to, I guess. But anyway, they were like asking her questions, and they were trying to answer, and some of the friends were trying to get her to answer the questions, and she answered to the best of her ability. It was all crap. And one of them asked her friend, why don't you go look for Maleah? And the friend was like, I can't go looking for Maleah. I can't go looking for her. I don't like snakes. We supposed to take you serious? She said she don't like snakes. No, sis, you ain't looking in the woods, because the mom is sitting right here. And the father said the same thing. They asked the father, they said, because he was on Facebook Live, and they asked the father, they said, well, are you going to go look for your daughter? And he says, oh, no, I'm not going to look for her, because I already know the answer. You know the answer? I already know what happened to her. Like, they act like the people that are looking or the people who are concerned are fools. Like, these people are so stupid. We fools. We're the ones, because we're concerned. We're the ones that are fools. Go looking for her kids, praying about their kids. Oh, I ain't got time for that. You ain't got time to do nothing for your child. That's for the peons to do. Let them do that. I don't have time for that. I already know. I thought, that's real interesting that he already know. You know where she's at. I don't know where the body is. He don't have. On to the next one. He don't care. Wow. I was, and the mom in the background, and even the girl, the daughter, the friend said, "Well, you go look. She's your friend. Go look for Maleah." She said, "How dare you? I'm not good. I'm doing what I could do." And then ooh, oh. And then the girl, Maleah's mom in the background, yeah, they trash. You guys are asking the wrong questions. And they kept asking, ask Brittany, where's Maleah? Don't ask them dumb questions. What's wrong with you? You stupid. No, sis. We really think she knows. We really think she knows. That's the biggest thing. It's like, where's Maleah? Go ask Brittany. Brittany, no. Go ask her. Oh, no, that's the dumbest thing. You people are so stupid. If another person asks what happened to Maleah, we don't know what happened to her. We don't know. Brittany knows. Brittany knows. She might not know what the place or where her daughter is, but she know. And she probably know where it is. She probably the only one to know. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. That'd be a cold situation if he's the one locked up, but she the one. Because there's a time where she can't really say where she's been. She said she was sitting there waiting for him to pick her up. Just waiting. I think she waited like 6 hours. I don't know. Get me lying. I don't know. But I think she might be the one that do know. I don't know. It's like, do anybody know them? Is she the controlling one in the relationship? Is he the controlling one? What are they like? What's he like at work? Is he an idiot? Is he smart? Is it like what? Nobody cousins. I need to know. I need somebody to tell me that their character, because from what we see, you only can speculate. But people, if you know the people that they move around with, I noticed when she went to court, them girls was hovering around her. Oh yeah, the girls in the community that was like, yeah, come out here, because that's when I saw it. I was like, what are they doing to this lady? Wow, she lost her baby, and now they're going at her. Them people know. The community always know. They know how you were, how you are. Everybody knows. Come on, there's somebody that know her, like at a job. Oh, she's a nosy, but she's always in the somebody knows her character for who she is. This person where she sits there and lets everybody talk for her. All she doing, I get it. She's crying. I get it. She's overwhelmed. But this is serious. You need to speak up for yourself. You gotta speak. And even on this Facebook Live, she doesn't speak. She's got a girlfriend speaking. This woman don't do no talking. Just in the background. Is she like that? Is she always been like that? Is this really her? Or is she the controlling one in the relationship? Did she tell him to do what to do? Or does he tell her what to do? See, that tells a lot. But he said, Cornell X, he said that I hope I'm saying his name right. She's a lot different when she's off the camera. Made me think that she's a little controlling. She doesn't show that though, huh? She lets him do all the talking and everything, huh? How was she with the relationship? Cause see, she might be the controlling one in the relationship. He might not be able to make no move without her telling him. And there are some relationships like that. I don't know. I just think I think that hour was telling. She should feel really, really shitty. She should feel really shitty if she sat there and didn't let her daughter. Oh man. I'm talking, it could have been something so simple, and these idiots was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Who knows? And then she said, oh, well, he used to beat on her, and then we were, I covered for him back then when he beat it on her. Interesting. You covered for him? And the whole thing, how is it that the father goes and gets the son, but doesn't pick up Maleah? But he did go get the oldest one. I think the son's older than Maleah. And he went to go get him, but didn't go get Maleah. And there's no film, there's no footage of him coming to get the son. And every time you ask him something, I don't know. Nobody know nothing. Nobody know nothing. That's crazy. But yeah, he quit. He said he ain't doing it no more. He already know. He know the answers. He finessed her to find out what the truth is. She gave him the tea, and he gonna watch her burn with it. She going to jail. She going to jail. Cause she got no questions for the guy that took her care. That's cause she got all the answers. And she don't never say nothing bad about him. She'll never have these outrageous fits. These things would come very frequently. Come on, moms. That urge where you just want to go off and you cussing his out. She ain't got nothing bad to say about this guy. That don't sound right. That don't sound right. These urges will be all like the women. The girl talking about, I can't go in the woods. I'd have been like, you can't go in the woods for my daughter. I'd have just listened. The girl would have looked at me like, whoa, where'd that come from? I'd have lost it. It's just like they laughed about it like it was. If your child is somewhere, I mean, of course, I know you can't find her. I mean, there are people that can go and find the child, but just to know that your child is out there and somebody is flipping to be like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like snakes. I can't get one. You could not be my friend. I would have probably I just would have probably I would have had a moment. I would have had a moment. See, moments like that will come often when your child's out there. That would come, I think, moments where you just overwhelm this sadness, and this girl is on Facebook, and she's just not a care in the world. Her friends is laughing. They having a big fun on Facebook. I don't get it. That dad was on there too. I don't get it. Somebody need to break this down to me. But yeah, he said an hour. He said 1 hour from the argument, he was calling her, and he said, it's a emergency. You need to get back with me. And she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. Like, she thinks that she needs a lawyer because she knows there's something to it. Like, you could tell when someone's texting you some crazy stuff. That hour is telling. If they go up and find out what was going on in the conversation that she was having through email or texting or whatever it was, I'm sure it had to be in a text. And he said, you need to get back with me. And she wouldn't get back with him. She was so embarrassed and humiliated that he wanted to be with a man, because he has been texting a man, and she knew he was a sex demon. I mean, come on. He was messing with her child, supposedly. That's what she says afterwards. Like the cover, and then like the whole thing. I know he was like, I didn't know what to do. He might have even told her, she got sick and I didn't know what to do. And we all, if they'd have just said, oh, she got sick and we're idiots, so we didn't know what to do, so he kind of took care of it. Yeah, but that's how it could be. That's how it could be. Something just that ignorant. That just, what? You could have took her to the hospital. Oh no, I can't do that because they be asking questions and stuff, and we thought she would be all right. And then when I seen her suffering, so I was just like, oh, I don't know what to do. So they took care of it. I like to think that she got hurt like that, or something happened like that, seizure or something. That's how I like to think of it. I don't want to think of him just so pissed off that he just started throwing things at her and then killed her in some kind of crazy way like that. This is a 4-year-old baby. God, dog. So that's my theory. It's all allegedly. I don't know. But yeah, that hour, you guys, go look at that thing where he said within an hour he talked to her. Is an interview with him and a newscaster lady, and yeah, he said within an hour of her flight, or within an hour or something, he tried to contact her, and he said it's an emergency. When emergency, I be at work, and when my kids call me, I get this flutter feel like. Cause I don't be doing no chit chat. When you call me, it better be something up. And they'd be like, Mom, can I use your brush? Or Mom, I'm looking for this. Or Mom, I say, okay. But you always get that pit. And when somebody says emergency, and somebody say emergency, a mom, come on, everything stops. Everything stops. I don't care what we fighting about. I don't care what is going on. But she didn't pick up. She thought it was just gonna be all good, that he was taking care of her kid, and this woman is. Oof. I can't even go there. Right now. So anyway, yeah, I just want to talk about Cornell X. He said he's done with it. He done with it because he's been watching her, and he's on to her. Everybody was on to her from the very get-go. I mean, you want to align yourself to such a piece of trash. Yes, Brittany, you a piece of trash. Ooh. I mean, he said he watched her, and then when they gave her the rundown of the body being in the body being in the decomposed, I don't know what the terms is, and he said that she didn't say that, mother, no, none of that. When another thing is, somebody else, what was her name? I was looking on YouTube, and her name was Jennifer. I'll put her name down. I want to tag her. But anyway, Jennifer had a really good one interview, YouTube content. Jennifer showed, it was Jennifer. She showed them having a pray vigil. They were supposed, and it's crazy because they was like, the mom was on there, and the mom was like, yeah, they're back there praying, and so the camera showed them praying, and Jennifer, she called her Jennifer Big Blue, or she called her Fat Blue or something. Big Blue, she had like blue on. You can't miss her. And they were standing there, and everybody had. I could see it. Everybody had their head down, but not Brittany. Shit, Brittany like said, y'all can pray. I don't need to pray. That's the attitude. That's what I said about her arrogance. So everybody else can do, I don't care. That's on them. And she said, does that look like they're praying? And when you pray, you go like this, especially when you're praying about your own child. You kneel your head down and you pray. She's like her head up, everybody else head down. Just like when the friend said, "Oh, I can't go looking. I'm afraid of snakes." Ain't nobody taking it serious. She ain't even be around nobody that's taking it serious. And the ones and the people that are taking it serious, you and I, because you watching, I know you want to know what's going on. And she think we big ass fools. That's what she think. Oh, they dummies. What the hell is their problem? Whew. So anyway, please like, share, please like, and please subscribe. Come on, that's all I need. And you guys have a good day, okay? Try not to let this shit stress you out. It's rough. And mothers, be good to your children. Keep the weirdos away from your kids. Love yourself. God dang. Love yourselves. Thank you. Have a good day.